Hey, kia ora, Helen Brahms coming to you live from San Diego. Oh, God, jeepers. Oh, let's try this again. Hi, kia ora, Helen Brahms here coming to you live from Sun City in Arizona. Don't know what was happening just before. Hope you're all having a super fantastic, sparkling, magic Monday. Yes, it is that day of the week where we create magic that's going to take us through the week and have awesomeness happening throughout the week. And you're probably going to say she's off her rocker. Yeah, probably. But anyway, so what have you gotten planned this week to make yourself have an amazing, incredible week? As I always say, no matter what happens today is always super fantastic and sparkling. So no matter what you've got going on in your week, what is it about this week that you can tweak or change to make it a magical week? I've already had just an incredible morning. This is the first chance I have had to get online to say good morning. It's actually afternoon my time now, so I'm really late. But this morning I got everything done. I started this new started a 30-day health challenge today. And it's actually quite cool because you get to choose whatever eating plan you want to do. They have these different tiers, and based on your own ability, you pick which tier you want to go. And I'm like looking at these and I'm going, well, I can't jump in straight away and do all of that. I thought that's just too much. My body will not be able to handle that. And so I thought, I know, I will make the items in tier 3, which is the easiest tier, I will make those my goal to achieve those by the time we finish on day 30. So that's what I've set out to do. So I'm off to a rockin' start already. We've got one thing we have to do is read at least 10 pages of a self-development book every day actively. So highlighting, note-taking, all of that good stuff. Got that under control. I'm rereading Super Attractor, which I haven't read since 2020. It's probably 2 years this month since I last read that one. Because I know it was the first quarter of 2020 when I read it. So it's been about 2 years since I've read that book. And so I actually got 15 pages done. Well, that was how long the introduction was. So I read the introduction. It was 15 pages. I got 15 pages done. Yay! I'm already on to bottle 4 of my almost 8 that I have to do today. So I'm rocking on my water. My goal in my health challenge is to start making changes to eat healthier and cut out some of the carbs that I eat. And then I'm getting ready to start my eating plan today. And I'm like, I don't even know how many carbs a day I eat. And wouldn't it be good to know that so that I know as I go along on the 30 days that my carbs are getting less and to see how many carbs I'm reducing per day. Because I just want to make small changes that have a long-term effect. And so I thought, well, today I'm just going to eat like I would typically eat on a weekday. And from that, figure out how many carbs I'm having and take it from there. So today has just been a normal eating day. And then today I'll look at it at the end of the day when I've done all my eating and start figuring out where can I make tweaks and changes to help start reducing the carbs and getting more in towards paleo. Because I want to get back into paleo again, but I don't want to go like full blast into it. I want to reduce the number of carbs down. So when I get to the point where the only carbs I'm eating are vegetables and fruits, then my body doesn't feel like it needs to have the breads. And that's my biggest weakness is fresh bread. It's my biggest weakness, fresh bread. Oh my gosh, with peanut butter and cheese on it. Oh, it's just like yum. Anyway, I digress. So I'm starting to do that. So today it's just eating normally, how I've been eating over the last few months, just to see where are the carbs coming in that I can start trimming the carbs. And the idea that the goal is by the end of the 30 days to be at the only carbs that are coming in are that I'm within the carb limit for a paleo eating plan. And also away from the breads and more into the fruits and the vegetables. So that's what the goal is, and it got started today. So I'm feeling pretty good about it. And then I went and got a headache, and I'm like, oh crap. But then I figure it's this stuff here that's causing, because it's pulling across the front here and it's giving me a. So when I finish this, I'm going to take it down. It looks pretty icky right now. It needs a wash. It's getting washed tomorrow. I didn't have time this morning. I was so busy trying to get everything in that I needed to get in before my morning call, looking at the time, and then what I had to do after my morning call, before I got onto my next call, before I got to my lunch break, that I just thought, I'm just going to wash my hair tomorrow. It can stay up today, but I think I'll let it down for the afternoon since I have no more Zoom calls today. So I don't have to be on camera. If I have to be on camera, I'll just quickly throw it up again. Throw it up into a bun or a ponytail, just to clarify. But anyway, so go out there, create magic today. What is it what changes do you want to make? And start making small steps. There's a really good book. It's called what have I put it down here? I did have it here at one point next to me. It's called The Compound Effect. It may be in my pile over there. Actually, there it is right there. So it's called The Compound Effect, but Compound Effect is taking small changes and just doing those small changes over and over and over again. Like, for example, if I want to start getting bread out of my eating plans, then, instead of making 2 sandwiches for lunch, I get 1 sandwich and use fruits and vegetables to make up the rest of it. And I don't have a lot on the sandwiches either. It's just more the bread. And so just start reducing, instead of having 2 sandwiches, we have 1 sandwich. And we'll do that for a little bit. And then we'll go from having a sandwich to having a wrap or something like that. So we're going to start making different changes to get to different places, to get to different things and stuff. So, but it's those little changes that can have a big impact down the road. It's why you have different plans and stuff out there that require just a small thing that you do every day that has a compound effect. Like, I have an Acorn account, and every time what it does is that it, if I use my debit card and I charge, say, $17.37, then it's going to put 63 cents aside. And when I hit a $5 mark, it will transfer that $5 out of my checking account into my Acorn account to invest. And it's just those little bits that keep adding up. So I thought, well, that's a pretty cool concept. And I can't remember who told me about that. Somebody told me about it ages ago, and I finally got it all started and everything. But it's just making those little small changes that have that big impact later on. So every time I get to $5 of change, it transfers it across. It keeps track of my spending and transfers it across to my Acorn account. So, just cool little stuff like that. Just making those little changes. So we're making little changes every single day to get us on track by 30 days to be able to be full paleo at that time, and which is really good because I learned a recipe. My friend Eileen gave me a recipe for pork chops in an air fryer. So I'm keen to try that one out. I just got to remember it. So I might have to message her and say, hey, can you send me that recipe for the pork chops in the air fryer so that I can try it out? Because I don't cook meat very well. I can roast, I can casserole, I can slow cook. Grill, yeah, not a chance. No. I can grill bacon. I can do grilled cheese. I cannot grill a steak. I cannot grill chops. So any of those meats that I'm craving right now, like steaks and chops and stuff like that you can do on a grill, Brad was my grill master. And I did not last year take any grilling classes. So I don't have my reward of the barbecue set that I would really like. And I don't have a grill. So I'm still looking around for just a little portable grill that I could use and testing things out on it. And I guess I'll be doing some YouTube classes to figure it all out. But for right now, it's just sort of like, I'm not grilling anything, and I'm definitely not going to try it on the stovetop here because I would have that smoke detector going off, and the smoke detector is like right there. It's only a fridge width away from the cooker, and I can set it off very easily with a grill when I'm grilling. So grilling has to be done outside. But yeah, it's sort of like, it's one of those things that, yes, I want to learn. I just haven't had a huge desire to learn right now. I don't know why. I guess because because Brad was my grill master, and he did really, really good on the grill. And I don't think it'll come anywhere close to how good he was on the grill, which is probably what's giving me the block on it right now, because He grilled stuff. I mean, steaks came out so tender, so full, and I like medium rare on my steaks, and he would cook them to perfection. Tri-tip, not a problem. Him and Guss would be out there by the grill, and Guss would stand there next to Brad, and when Brad walked up to the grill to flip things over, Guss would be right there with his nose about this far away from the grill top. Brad would have to say, Guss, get back before you burn your nose. And then when they're walking inside, Brad's walking and Guss's nose is literally right here. And I said, don't stop. He goes, why? I said, if you stop, Guss's nose will be right up your butt. But Guss would follow him into the house, go to the kitchen there, and Brad would put the meat on the counter and get the foil and wrap around, and Guss would stay right next to the meat. And then Brad will put the foil around it to let it sit for however long it had to sit before he started carving, especially the tri-tip, carving it up and all of that. And Guss would not leave that plate alone. He would just stand there and just look at it and wait. And his nose he was tall enough that his nose could hit the top of the counter, so he could just rest his chin on the edge of the counter and sniff at this meat. And if he even thought about it, he could actually get up on his hind legs and put his front paws on and get access to anything on the bench that he wanted. No problem at all, but he never did. So he was very self-disciplined on that one. But it was, I can still taste those steaks and tri-tips. And I guess the reason that I don't want to, I guess the thing that's blocking me is that what I do would never be as good as what he did. And that would then disappoint me. So I got to get past that block, but I will work on it. Anyway, I'm out of here. I got to go get to work. Have a super fantastic, sparkling rest of your afternoon. Make it a great magical Monday. And we'll catch you guys back here around 6 p.m. Mountain Time. Hey, konara.